What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City live here on Mike Drop Sports Pitch. Oh, wow, everybody in the chat, Miss Pittsburgh, what's up? Tom Ford, what's up? What's up, Russ? What's up, TD? What's up, guys in the chat already? Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Awesome to see you guys already in there. Sean was feeling under the weather. I did say if he wanted to join us, he could pop in. So we'll see. Maybe he'll join us, but he'd been feeling under the weather. So we'll probably not have him. I'll probably be flying solo. Um, Pittsburgh, hold on, man. Hold on, guys. I got to switch. Stand by. Stand by, guys. All right, guys, hold on. All right, can you guys hear me now? All right, let me know if you guys can hear me. Hold on. Whenever I go live with somebody, I have to use a different setup, so we'll see if this works. Hold on, guys, I got to close it out. Hold on. All right, guys, I should be back. Hopefully, everybody can hear me now. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right. If you guys can hear me, let me know. I'm sorry. Whenever I had it set up with a guest, it kind of messed up. So just let me know if you guys can't hear me or not. Where were we? Miss Pittsburgh says, I heard Russell Wilson got hurt or something to do with his calf or something. They got Justin Fields out there training camp. I heard on ESPN. Here we go. Yeah, they definitely, Russell Wilson must have tweaked something during the conditioning test that they run on Thursdays, or yeah, Thursday or Wednesday evening when they arrive at camp. So he must have tweaked something. Mike Tomlin said in his post practice press conference that it wasn't anything major. He could have played. He could have went out there and practiced, but however, they wanted to err on the side of caution, cause a little whatever Mike Tomlin bullshit, talking about being uncomfortable or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, he sat out as a precautionary measure. So you did see Justin Fields get the reps with the ones today at Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. So that's definitely something that the Steelers probably wanted to see anyway. Um, but again, guys, it's very hard and super inaccurate when you look at a quarterback with no pass rush, helmet, and shorts. It's the same thing as mini camp. You can't gauge or evaluate that. You can see his arm strength, which was phenomenal. He threw one from about the minus 25, got it out to about the plus 25, 26 yard line on a bomb to Van Jefferson, who looked to have some quick feet today. Definitely getting some separation, beating Dante Jackson on that route. Dante Jackson had fallen down on that route. So Van Jefferson was able to get past him for a long touchdown pass by Justin Fields today. So you did get to see those things. One pass was a nice pass to George Pickens. However, that was dropped by George, but it was a on point pass. But then you saw Justin Fields come back down a little bit to earth in terms of accuracy, skip the pass across the middle to Calvin Austin, things of that, or maybe back to George. I can't remember exactly who it was to, but he had skipped the pass there on the ground, a one hopper to that receiver, to that target. So definitely some good, some bad from Justin Fields today in day one of training camp for your Pittsburgh Steelers in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So definitely some things that they need to work on, definitely things they need to build on. But day one was exciting just to get things rolling. You will see pads next week, but for the remainder of this week through the weekend, you will see an unpadded practice. So definitely you're seeing Justin Fields get that chance, and that's what the Steelers definitely want to see. I'm sure here while we are in the early stages. Kyle Allen, yeah, he's pretty fast. Yeah, he wasn't hurt, just tight calf muscle. Nah, yeah, they're just erring on the side of caution. Yeah, Cam was at camp. Yeah. For as much, yeah, highlights were posted, guys. And again, we have to keep it in perspective, as always. Football in shorts and a helmet, not a lot you can tell. So definitely, though, a step in the right direction. We won't underscore it or underplay it to where it means nothing because every day out there getting a rep does mean something. So definitely cool to see them get started, guys, and something to really be excited about, no doubt. Yeah, he might, Tom. He might do well. I hope he does, guys. When I'm a harsh critic of Justin Fields, I don't want anyone to misunderstand me with this because I definitely want him to succeed. I want him to have a great career, and I definitely wish no ill will on him. I'm just pointing out things that he has to work on, and I hope that. And it seems as such. It really does with his interviews and when he's speaking with the media, it seems that he is receptive to the learning. It seems that he has been receptive to his deficiencies. He understands it, and he's been taking the time to fully try to correct those issues. So, fingers crossed. That's a good sign. It's a good step for Justin Fields, and we have to applaud him in that situation. Definitely. Thank you, TD. Appreciate it. Steel City Live rocks. Make sure you're hitting that like button, guys. Good to see you guys talking back and forth. Was glad to see Cam at camp and working me too. Omar said today Camp will be a Steeler for a long. Cam will be a Steeler for a long time. Yeah, that's what they're gonna always say that, guys. You get this interview from Omar Khan, and I want to explain this one too. Russ brought up a good thing there when he talked about Omar. Omar does that first day press conference. The general manager does that day one presser for the start of training camp. At the conclusion of practice, he gets out there, says a few words. He doesn't give any real answers. He's going to say everything that sounds correct. He's not going to give any type of real crazy answers in terms of what's going on. I do think there is a strong relationship between Cam Hayward and the franchise particularly. I hope that he does remain a Steeler, but if it financially doesn't work, I could almost guarantee that Omar Khan isn't going to feel bad about allowing him to go somewhere else. I don't think so anyway. That's just my personal opinion. But I do think they are going to do everything in their power to try to keep Cam Hayward in the black and gold. I definitely think they'll do that. But from the looks of it, from the sounds of it, we're going to say that it is on a positive note, as Russ brought up. So we'll continue to hope for that to be the best. Hopefully, Cam is healthy. Hopefully, Cam is definitely back to the older style Cam. That guy that's effective, that guy that can get in there, down in, down out, and do the things that the Steelers need in order for him to be majorly productive. Danny George, I'd love to get to camp this year, trying like hell to get it done. Yeah, man, it is a good experience, Danny. Absolutely. Hopefully you get there. John Broadway, Jason, I want to see Justin Fields running plays, but can we do a slash type to keep him into the rhythm of a game? I'm not sure about the slash type stuff. I don't know if they'll do that. That's a possibility, John. Definitely, I think there will be some sort of package, a play package for Justin Fields. Definitely, he is a phenomenal athlete, guys. We can't deny that fact. There may be more than just packages relying on his athletic ability. There may be packages in which he comes in and throws the ball, in which he hands the ball off to other players, to where it's a variety of different things, a real true quarterback package. We may see that. Russell Wilson may be injured to where you see a larger sample size of Justin Fields, or he may not play well to where you see a larger sample size of Justin. But I definitely don't know about the slash type role. I can't see him lining up as a wide receiver like Slash did. Uh, Slash is just different, man. I don't know if I could see that happening, but I can definitely think there's a package involved somewhere along the lines for Justin. As far as keeping him in rhythm for the game, I think that's something that would be very difficult to do. I think Justin has to do that internally by listening with his headset, staying immersed into the game plan, really following it to the T, watching how each play develops, allowing Russ to come in out of the series and explain to him what he's seeing, go through the iPad and see exactly what the coverages look like, look at what Russell is missing, try to help out in those situations to work through the game plan. And I think intellectually that will help Justin continue to gain ground, and perhaps that keeps him in rhythm, but I'm not 1000% how you would do that through the course of a game in terms of play time and things of that nature. That would be definitely a difficult road to travel for the Pittsburgh Steelers to get that done. Tom Ford, hey Jason, if you are running late because of football practice, don't kill yourself. I'm trying. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tom, very much. Definitely, I appreciate you guys for understanding whenever I do that. You guys are a great group, and my OGs, my solid group that's been here since we did our time change, that have been there beforehand. You guys are awesome. I truly, truly appreciate you adjusting to me while we get through this first few weeks of football. And then things will start to get back to normal as the regular season approaches for the Steelers. We'll start to get to a more steady time, and things will work out a little bit better. What's up, Justin Meneke? Wave them towels from Miss Pittsburgh. Tom Ford, you do have a top tier Steelers football. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very, very much. Guys, when you guys give me those compliments, it's truly a humbling thing, man. I really truly appreciate that more than you'll ever know. Hey, Yinzers, what's up, George T? John Broadway, we talked about why the Rooneys aren't stupid about contracts and salaries. Yeah, they aren't. They definitely know how to get it done. They've definitely been doing it for a long time. You look at training camp too, guys. 57 years in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. You got to look at the consistency that the Steelers bring to the NFL. Not many teams do that. They are able to be consistent. They are steadfast in what they do and their beliefs and how they like to operate this franchise. And it's proven to be successful. They have 6 world championships. The proof's in the pudding. And I know they haven't won any as of super recent, but it's hard to win an NFL championship. It's hard to win a title in pro sports. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have been able to be world champions 6 times and play in 8 Super Bowl games. So definitely something that you can hang your hat on, and definitely something to be proud of as a franchise. Not that I want to gadget play, but we should be more free to think in different ways. Yeah, and that brings up a good point here, John, when you said that, to think in different ways. I was hoping that this was Mike Tomlin's year to start doing that. But when I got really discouraged today was when he opened up with Dan Moore Jr. back at that left tackle spot. It's the same old bullshit. Is definite in the whole thing's insanity. It's the true definition of insanity. You cannot continue to do something that you know doesn't work and continually do it and do it and do it, knowing you have guys in place that you put a high value on. That upsets me in a big, big way. And I was hoping Mike Tomlin wouldn't resort back to those stupid things. He does manage this roster poorly sometimes, and that is discouraging. And I can't applaud a Mike Tomlin move by allowing Dan Moore to remain at the left tackle position. I think it is a grave mistake. We've seen it over and over. It doesn't work. He let up a shit ton of sacks and pressures. He's not the guy that fits there. Period. End of discussion. I don't know what more you need to see from him if you're Mike Tomlin to give you that answer. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to a lot of the fan base. It seems pretty obvious to a lot of people around the NFL. I just don't follow it, man. And I definitely think it's something that he needs to figure out, get this shit handled really quickly. I'm okay with it if it was just, look, we're opening up camp, we're keeping the guys the way they are. We're going to let them start to battle and slowly immerse these guys into their new roles. Okay, whatever. But I still think you're wasting time there. I still think it's the same old for Mike Tomlin in that aspect. And I was really hoping he would have changed those ways in terms of holding rookies back. That's just my opinion. Oh, thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. I love you guys too. Thank you. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Sam Mason can't wait to see this power back setup again. Should open up the pass super well. I do think this run game will definitely be successful. Hold on, guys. My son left the door open here, and I don't want myself echoing throughout the whole house. Jackson, will you shut the door, please? Thank you. Sorry, guys. When we come home from football, people are getting showers, getting food, getting ready, doing their thing. Yeah, so it's crazy. But what Sam Mason said was a very good point, and I do think this run game will be effective. But it really boils down, guys, to that offensive line. Until that is solidified and put in place, and your most productive players are on the field, down in and down out on that offensive line, you are not going to be ultra successful at anything on the offense. And that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not making that up. That's just football, man. We all know that. It starts up front. It starts in the trenches, man. And I'm just hoping for a little change from Mike this season. I just need to see something a little bit different, man. What's up, Beer Mile? Season is upon us. What is this? I heard about a heated exchange between Pickens and wide receiver coach Azani. I did not hear that, Beer Mall. So you may be hearing something that definitely is a breaking rumor. But I did not hear that. I don't see it in any of the headlines as of yet, but that I'm not discounting that it did happen. Oh, right here. Fittipaldo. That was a year ago. The Pittsburgh Steelers had issues with their wide receiver room. Both Deontay Johnson and George Pickens made headlines for all that kind of stuff. This is from Ray Fittipaldo, from Steelers Depot. Fittipaldo, or no, from by Ross Mackerel, from Steelers Depot. Fittipaldo. George Pickens visibly upset after exchange with Coach Zach Azani late in practice. Um, yeah, and that's something that you were hoping didn't happen, man. And hopefully it was just, competitors getting used to each other. Hopefully that is the case. But you had an issue last year when Frisbin Jackson wasn't able to control that room. And they walked all over him, and then you saw the product that was put onto the football field in terms of attitudes. We'll see how that all plays out this year, but definitely I think George Pickens needs to start treading lightly, because being a jackass can earn you a one-way ticket out of the city of Pittsburgh, no matter how much talent you possess. You can ask other players that have traveled that road. They won't put up with it long. John Broadway, yes, freaking yes. Same old Tomlin, too predictable. Yeah, I don't like that shit, man. They got to change up a little bit. Steve Pickering, Tomlin doesn't care. He's being paid and has no consequences. You can tell he plays favorites and holds the team back. I can't argue that, because there has to be some sort of reason. And Steve points that out. There's no consequences. You have your job. And that is the truth. But I think, yeah, definitely. What other reason can you give for continually wheeling Dan Moore Jr. out there when in the game action, the games that matter, he doesn't produce? And this isn't Jason from Mike Drop Sports making this shit up. The statistics show it. The game tape shows it. There's not much more that anybody can say about it. He isn't producing. So why bring in high value, high quality, supposed high upside draft picks and not have them in place day one? Why wait when you've already seen the alternative that's in front of them fail and fail and fail and continue to fail some more? Why continue to put them out there? I think it's a stupid thing. I think Coach Tomlin is a good coach. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging him completely, but his roster management is absolutely stupid at times, and he has to own up to that. And I'm not making that up. The tape shows what the hell I'm talking about here. This isn't, again, me making this shit up. This is Mike Tomlin not putting the players in place right away to allow this offensive line to get the reps that are needed in order to become a cohesive group, to gel together. That has to be done here. And we all talk all this big shit about this 12 personnel, 13 personnel packages. Arthur Smith going to run the football all over the field. He's not, if that offensive line group ain't right. None of that shit works, period. It ain't going to work. And we can all sit here and think all these great things and Wish for a new wide receiver and go out and pay $30 million for somebody in the wide receiver room and wish this quarterback or that quarterback. But if an offensive line isn't in place, you fail on offense. It's a simple philosophy. It's a simple formula to win in terms of that, to get your offensive unit started. And I'm sorry, it's a real issue. And Mike Tomlin has to figure that shit out. And I don't understand why he just came out day one with that shit. Not to mention Broderick Jones at the right tackle spot, but Troy Fautanu backing him up over there. Figure it out, dude. Get your guys in place. When you know the answer is not the answer, or the guy that you think is the answer, or the guy you continually will out there, you know he isn't the answer. Everybody that isn't blind knows that he's not the answer. Start to make some damn moves, man. I just get so heated about that stupid shit. What's up, David Henneke? TD, I heard they ran a lot of 12 and 13 personnel packages today with a lot of tight ends. Yeah, and that is the game plan, TD. Absolutely. Now, do the extra personnel help in the run game? Of course, absolutely. But again, if that offensive line isn't solidified, you're going to have gaps. You're going to have weaknesses. You're going to have places to where the penetration disrupts the plays in the backfield, disrupts the formation period. And no matter who you have out there, it isn't going to get the work if you can't get that offensive line moving along, man. Tomlin pisses me off a lot with shit he does. Yeah, some of that shit does need to be talked about. Some of that shit does need brought to the limelight. You watch all these. Here, I got to go off on one more soapbox, guys. And I'm not trying to be an asshole because I really admire people in the media that work hard, that do their due diligence. But when you have a press credential, it seems like sometimes you got to kiss some ass. And it is what it is. Sometimes I think you do. You may not be able to ask some of the hard questions. You may not be able to report sometimes on certain things. I think a lot of them do a great job. But I think there's a lot of babying of this shit and looking over the real issues of some of this parts of this football team. And Mike Tomlin isn't excluded from that. You can't continually do the same damn thing and expect a different result. You can go out there and speak all the big vocabulary words you want in your media availability. It doesn't change the fact that you mismanaged the freaking roster, dude. Omar Khan, they're giving you players. Utilize them. You're drafting players super high for certain positions. Utilize them. Quit doing some of the things that you do, man. It just drives you freaking bonkers, dude. And some of the media needs to quit holding Mike Tomlin's hand and propping him up like he does no wrong when right blatantly in front of all of our faces is a complete disaster, a complete mistake. I'm pissed about it, man. The minute I saw that today at training camp, the minute they came out and started warming up, and I seen the linemen how they were set up and what appeared to be the depth chart for the day, it was like instant insanity for me, man. I couldn't believe that he resorted right back to the bullshit. Yeah, Morton doesn't need practice. Troy does. Get him in there now. Yeah, these young guys do need reps, Russ. Absolutely. Reps, reps, reps. The only way to get better at football isn't by constant classroom work with no reps, isn't by standing there and watching with no reps. It's a combination of all classroom, watching, getting the reps necessary in order to be good. Without the reps, you don't get any better. Period. That goes for every damn thing in life. If you don't get to do it, you're not going to get any better at it. And it just drives you damn batshit crazy, man. Oh, I'm in mid-season form already. Yeah, he's tight. Was exchange with the pick. Yeah, I don't like to see that. You're talking a year ago. What are you talking about, Beer Moss? I'm not sure. No, Beer Moss, you're right. It was, yeah, no, it was today. Yeah, the diva was out already, no doubt. Russ Tomlin better make a change because Art ain't playing contract or not. I don't like how Mike Tomlin and the Steelers have no consequences for the poor performances, have no consequences for the par performances inside of the playoffs. Oh, wait, you got to make it there too without any damn help. You shouldn't be every single year begging for help from other teams to get into the playoffs. How about a year of you actually, getting it done? I don't know. Sometimes I get, I like Mike Tomlin as head coach, and I'm not dogging him completely, but I think there are situations and I think there are aspects to his coaching that need corrected, and people can defend him as a whole. Maybe he is a good damn coach. Great, okay, but there are still deficiencies that need worked out. And if you want to be a champion, you got to fix those. You're not going to sit there and continually do the things that you're not doing right year after year and expect to win a title. That's not gonna work. Oh man. Tomlin favors seniority. I'm tired of it. Put best player out there. Yeah, I'm all about best player. And also seniority goes a long way with me. I appreciate the guys that have been there. But again, yeah, if you draft a guy to take the place of a guy that hasn't performed well enough, that hasn't performed up to the so-called damn standard, then you move on. You put that player in there that you drafted. You start to fix the issues. Continually doing the same thing is insane. Get fired up and preach it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Sometimes I do get fired up. Beer Malls, honestly, I think Tomlin is going to have an epic meltdown at a press conference this season. He is under pressure and fans are over it. There are a select group of this fan base that no matter what you say to them, Mike Tomlin can do absolutely nothing wrong. Then there is a section of this fan base that are actually realists and will understand and say, look, yes, he's a good coach, but he has major deficiencies that have to be fixed. Period. We have to be honest, man. You can't continually lie to ourselves and sit here and say, yeah, they're going to be great. They're going to win the Super Bowl. But if you don't fix the shit, nothing changes. Nothing changes. It'll be a repeat of 2023, 2022, 2021. It don't change. Steelers for life. Fields look sharp today. Yeah, for as much as you can gauge in football and helmets and shorts, and I appreciate guys what they did today, no doubt about it. I always think it's a step in the right direction, but we have to be truthful with ourselves, guys, as fans. There is no way to truly evaluate these guys in any way, shape, or form in what they're doing right now. None. There is no pass rush. There's no hitting, no contact of any sort. There's nothing that would disrupt him in any way from making those throws. And you should be 1,000 for 1,000, man. You should be batting 1,000. With no pass rush, nothing holding you back from being super accurate. Yeah, you're gonna float a ball or skip a ball here and there. I do appreciate what Justin did today. I think he took a step forward. But again, we have to be honest and really truthful with ourselves and realize that what they're doing right now isn't anything we can really truly evaluate, and I know we'll see. You too, Anthony. Pat will be extended this week or next. My insider tells me he's always legit. Nice. I don't know what they do with Pat. You heard Omar talk today about wanting to use some of that cap money, having plans to, possibly sign players that they have on the roster already. So that may be involved with that. A Pat extension or Pat new contract, new money. We'll see. Again, I think his injury history has to be a concern. And if you're Omar Khan, and you're just willing to sign a major deal with Pat Freiermuth, knowing the injury history, I think that would be his first monster major mistake in my eyes. I think you have to make sure and ensure that he can somewhat pretty much stay healthy for a whole season and not miss large portions and have big gaps in his availability. And I think paying a guy shit ton of money that's there 8 to 10 games a year is not worth it for me. But we'll see. Hopefully, again, Pat has supposedly taken some steps this season in his offseason work to help with that injury concern. And I really am pulling for him because I like Pat Freiermuth as a player when he's healthy. I think he's a valuable asset to this football team. But definitely the injury concerns have to be in the forefront of any type of contract negotiation between the two sides. And I think Omar Khan is smart enough to realize that. I definitely do. T-Rilla, go Browns. Oh, man. I just can't root for a team that is the colors of when I wipe my butt. I'm just playing, man. Too evil, too hope. Dude, I'm not going to be able to answer your shit, too evil, too hope. You always say that. Come up with something new. Anthony Morella, Mike Tomlin needs to go. Maybe, man. TB35, the same reason Russ is over Justin, to give the bench guys time to sit and learn the game. You make it to the pro level and you've played football your whole damn life. How much sitting do you really need to do? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just saying. Makes you wonder. I don't know. Honestly, I just don't see the years of learning at this level. I don't think in today's NFL, in today's professional sporting environment, you have the luxury of making picks, allowing them to sit for 3 years and learn, or 2 years and learn, or even a whole year and learn, and waste the cheap years of their contract without any type of production. I think that that's not the formula for success in my eyes, not in today's climate with the amount of money that goes into these guys on their second contract, and you're getting a player that you've seen have one year of playing, and you're already due to go over and fork up big dollars to keep them. I just don't think that makes sense. Muth will be a higher targeted receiver with Arthur's offense, which is good. That's from Beer Malls. That is good, Beer Malls. Muth does need more targets, but hopefully, with those targets, with the amount of work that he gets, he is able to remain healthy and not injured immediately due to the amount of reps that he's getting. Oscar, what's up? How was that pizza? Yeah, that was good, bro. Anthony Gomez, Steve Pickering media does cover for Tomlin local and national. Him, Calm won't last because Calm will have to defend himself eventually because of Tomlin's coaching. I definitely think they need to figure it out and get on the same page here with this roster management shit. No doubt about that. I think they enjoy working with each other, it seems as such, but definitely the roster management and some of the other things Mike Tomlin does in game that definitely need corrected, that stand out on the tape. It's not Jason, again, making the shit up. It's right there in front for everybody to see. It's not too hard to see it, you know? Brian says, yeah, I think Coach T style is too old school. The game has changed. And the game is, Brian, constantly evolving, constantly changing. And you have to adjust and adapt and add new wrinkles. And I think when you continually try to do the same thing and think the result's going to change, and you're not putting in any different wrinkles and you're not adding anything special, I think that is insanity, man. And it has to change. And I've been giving Mike Tomlin props all off season because I thought with the moves that he made inside of the coaching department, talking about bringing guys in from the outside, allowing different philosophies and different ways of thinking to come into this building, you were thinking that things were starting to go a little bit different. And then today, when you will out that offensive line group and it's the same bullshit that you did a year ago that didn't work, and you think it's going to be something different this year, whatever. You know Dan Moore isn't part of your long-term plans, dude. You know it. You're not going to pay him that next monster deal. You know it. You drafted too many high-value draft picks to allow that to happen. Why waste time? Why allow him to eat up reps for people that need those reps? John Broadway, man, thank you. You said exactly what I've been saying for years. Thank you, Tom Ford. That's the problem. The Rooneys keep giving Tomlin extensions even after he screws up seasons. And yeah, guys, we always talk about that too. The Rooneys sometimes are loyal to an absolute disastrous fault, you know, and you wonder what the hell sometimes they go overboard with it. And I appreciate loyalty. I appreciate keeping guys for long term and being very loyal to them and trying to maintain a steady continuity with inside that building. I admire that, but I think sometimes you have to know when to pull the plug on things, and I think sometimes they turn a blind eye to it and just think, oh, if I ignore it, it'll go away and the problem will get better. But that's not how it goes. Tomlin is a good coach for a different team. Yeah, he may go somewhere else, no doubt if that would be the case. But he's here. He signed an extension We know we got a couple more years of him, so we really got to just talk about honestly how he's going to change and if he is going to change and is he going to be able to fix this shit moving forward in terms of his poor roster management, his poor time management during the games, the poor challenges, those things. He got to be a little bit different. It feel like people just want to find something to complain about. Sometimes, yeah, but here's the thing. With that, hold on. What was your first comment? And this is early. Will this be the same mid-season? No. We just have to stay calm and watch to see what actually happens. It feels like people just want to find something to complain about. No, but here's the thing, and it's not complaining when you're watching practice and you're very invested in a football team and you see something that is a continually stupid thing to do and a continual true definition of insanity to continue to repeat something and think that it's going to have a different outcome. It needs to be talked about. And just saying, maybe we're complaining about things just to complain, I don't think that that's the correct answer. I think that, sometimes people do, overlook some of these deficiencies and they need to be talked about. And you can't put someone up on a pedestal and act like their shit don't stink and they do no wrong because that's not the case here. John Broadway, I'm sick of the standard is nothing more than Tomlin's BS rhetoric. Yeah, I no doubt I agree, dude. The standard isn't the standard. I'm surprised Pat didn't get injured during the interview. Yeah, me too, Oscar. Too evil, too but I know you do need to find something new to talk about, though, bro. Kenny's wore out. Thanks. Wave those towels for Miss Pittsburgh beer malls. I heard Fields threw a TD, but whoever was covering Van Jefferson apparently, yeah, it was Dante Jackson fell down on the coverage. But otherwise, I felt like Dante Jackson had a pretty decent day, all in all. But you look at some of the things that happened there. He fell down. He was able to get open with Van Jefferson and throw that big bomb. But again, he has all day to stand back there, allow the play to develop, no pass rush, no complexity to the routes, no complexity to the defense, just standing back there playing pitch and catch with somebody. And I'd hope at the NFL level he can do those types of things. He does have a big arm. He seems to be working hard, and that's all we can hope for from Justin. Hopefully he does succeed. Absolutely, Miss Pittsburgh. Come on, people, hit that like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it so very much. We continue our march toward 5,000. We need to get there before this season starts. We wanted to hit it before training camp hit. We fell a tad bit short here. We're inching toward 4,000. So let's continue to grow this channel. There was one guy, dude, that I just watched today, and I don't know if anybody's ever watched him. But he's like, yeah, I got the fastest growing Steelers podcast out there. I'm like, where do you find those numbers? I don't know. I just never knew that. I have all these analytics and shit. I didn't know you could look that stuff up. He's like, I'm the fastest growing. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a promotional tactic. I wish I could find those numbers though. That'd be fun. I'd like to see who's like individually ranked and how things grow. That'd be sick. Beer Mall, sorry, I love the Steelers. I'm hypercritical during the offseason. I'm hypercritical too, man. No need to apologize. Todd BD 35. I think this win now mentality is negative to building what I think Mike Tomlin is trying to do, build a dynasty, just not one Super Bowl and be trash for a decade. I think you are trying to always build a dynasty. Absolutely. But win now is something that has to be done when you haven't had a playoff win in over a decade. When your playoff record is sub 500, when your playoff success with a team that you didn't build was the only time that you were really truly successful inside of the playoffs. I think that there is an issue, and I think that after a gazillion years at the helm, there is now a sense of urgency. And just sitting here saying mediocre is okay, let him do this process. We've been letting him do this process for over a damn decade. How long do you want the process to take place? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to bash you or anything, Todd. I appreciate your comments, definitely. It's just my theory of how long do you give somebody? You know what I mean? Miss Pittsburgh, time will tell. Don't get nervous already, and they haven't even started. I'm nervous as hell. when I seen Dan Moore Jr. Keep getting wheeled out there, I get super nervous. I just want these high value draft picks to start to be put in there on this offensive line, allow on the cheap, allow you to be able to invest some money elsewhere, do the things that you want to do in order to continue to build this football team and allow this thing to grow. I think I froze, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hey, we are back. I don't know why I froze. JT, all the hate for Coach T is crazy. Just sit back and let the professionals do what they do. Time is key and change is coming, meaning it's already here with what is going on with the new pieces. How the one thing I'm bitching about, JT, is you're not changing. That is Dan Moore Jr., and it's something that we've already seen not work. Uh, I'm just saying the writing's on the wall with that. I don't know what more you need to see. I don't think you need to be a professional to look at the statistical categories in which he sucks and is ranked really low and what he doesn't do well and translate that into, hey, he's had many starts in the NFL and hasn't changed any of these things. Why keep putting him out there? Why draft high value draft picks if you're not going to even play them? That's just my thought process. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and be a Mike Tomlin apologist. Do I think Mike Tomlin's a good coach? I do. But do I think he has deficiencies? Yes. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself and act like they're not issues or not problems. I'm not going to do that. I have to be vocal about it. All right, guys, we're going to start wrapping up the show. I'm only going to go about 45 minutes. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's tired of Tomlin's shit. I'm just tired of the same old bullshit. I need to see change. Come on, peeps, smash the like, join the channel. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Brian, very, very much. Russ, if we don't see progression and win in the playoffs, I'm ready for a change in head coach too. Too much talent here. There is a lot of talent on this team. He wasn't feeling well, Russ. I don't know. I'll have to get a hold of him this week and see what's going on, but he wasn't feeling very good. Absolutely. I love the mafia in the house. Yeah, he's not feeling good. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I'll answer a couple more here at the bottom. Oscar, I still think letting Mason go is going to come back and bite us in the rear. It may very well, Oscar. Absolutely. I can't disagree that there isn't a big chance that could happen. Ty, BD 35 is winning the only thing that matters or getting better every year to get to the Super Bowl level. I think winning is all that matters, and that's just a winner's attitude, and that's just the attitude I have in general. I think winning is all that matters and all that should matter, especially at the pro level. I do think getting better matters, though, also with the back half. So I think you're partially right in your statement. I think that winning matters. I think that getting better matters. I think progression each week matters, definitely. But winning matters most, and winning is above everything. And if you don't come into this building every day as Pittsburgh Steeler and think that way, you're in the wrong damn sport. You're in the wrong damn profession as an adult. You have to want to win every day, and that's all that can be on your mind, period, because that's all that matters is championships, period. Mediocre bullshit seasons that are 500 don't freaking matter. They're stupid. It's a stupid record. Super Bowls are how you are measured. Super Bowls, championships are how you are valued in this league, in professional sports as a whole. And if that's not the case, and if just getting better matters, and it's okay to be average, and that's your thing, or that's anybody's thing, or that's how we're going to start gauging people, then let's do it. And let's forget about the bullshit championship. Because honestly, guys, I gauge everything off of championship wins, and that's how most people are gauging greatness at the pro level is by championships, and winning is the only thing that matters. Beer Malls with the super chat. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Thank you, Beer Malls. Truly appreciate that coming in with the super chat. Very much appreciated, buddy. I love when we are put at the bottom. That's when I shine. Remember '08. Yes, absolutely. I like being put down too, bro. I like being the underdog. No doubt about it. Having a great night, everyone. Be safe, Russ. You be safe, man. Take it easy. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Tom Ford. Can't put a 500 season in the trophy case. Absolutely not. See y'all tomorrow. All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button before you leave. We will be back tomorrow with our daily morning upload. Also, no football practice tomorrow. So we will be on 8 p.m. For our live show tomorrow, right on the button. So be ready, guys, for that. We will be back with the second day of Pittsburgh Steelers training camp from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So definitely something really exciting as this season continues to roll on. And hopefully we'll be able to make it up there Saturday and have some live footage for you guys from Pittsburgh Steelers training camp in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So until tomorrow, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace. Thank you, guys.